Alright YouTube, Paul Martin Belts back here again for a brand new video, and I've not done a video in a while, and I thought this is a pretty decent belt to kind of do a return video for. This is obviously, as you can tell, the WWE Big Logo WWE Championship replica belt. It's been dubbed the Big Logo, so I'm just going to call it that from now on, since that seems the most popular name being used now instead of the Big W. Or I preferred the side plate because of how many people thought the center plate was a side plate when it was leaked, but Big Logo it is. So yeah, I actually did a video of one of the first. This is the second Big Logo I've releathered. I did a video of the first one showing the details because I had two at that time. I've got one of my own, and I releathered one for Hazard F5, my buddy Shane. So I did a comparison, and a review of the replica belt. That was about a month ago, and I forgot to upload it. So I'm not going to bother uploading that because everything that I mentioned in the video, Shane kind of already covered. Other people have done videos of it and covered all the points that I made. So this will be my first video of this belt that I'll upload, and it's a relather, my second relather of this replica belt. TV accurate, so it's got all the camouflage tooling around the edge. If my camera will, there we go. So yeah, just while I'm going over this, my opinion on the belt, I do like it. When it first debuted on Raw, I didn't like it, but then about 10 minutes after I saw it, I kind of started to turn, and now it's probably one of my favourite belts on TV now. Probably is my favourite belt on TV, maybe behind the WWE US, because I'm a mark for that belt. As you can see, the hollowed out bits here, you can see that's just the leather tooled behind the plate. And something special that I did for Shane's belt, and I'm now offering on releathers of this belt, is, oh, you can see my dirty hands. I was just dyeing a strap before I came up here. Okay, I can't really make it sound like the metal there, but this area in between here is actually just the metal dremeled, so it kind of gives it a textured look to it. It's the metal. If you've followed my Facebook and Twitter pages, you would have seen I've been posting photos of this belt as the progress of it being textured. So obviously I drill into the metal, kind of giving it a bumpy look to it, so it kind of blends in with the tooling between the areas, and then I just paint over it in black so it kind of matches. The black's coming up a lot shinier on camera than it really is. It's in person, the colours are almost identical. On camera, I'm looking through my phone right now, and it looks a lot darker on the paint, but I can assure you it's not that big a difference. So yeah, that's a special thing that I do offer now with releathers of this belt. Moving on, side plates. Obviously these, losing my voice there, these are removable discs. It does annoy me that the screws are in the back for these plates, but that's how Figs decided to make it, so annoyingly that's how it's going to stay. So yeah, very nice. As you can see here, the tooled area between the snap boxes and side plates. It's fun to do, but I know I'm going to end up hating doing these releathers because of how long it takes to actually tool these areas between the snap boxes. So yeah, obviously it's got the WWE logo there. Moving on to the snap box, the more bubbly, if you want to describe it like that. It's not a classic texture like that, like is on most Midwest belts. It's more of a bubbled tooling. So yeah, very nice. And my stamp on the end there. There we go. I'll move on to the other side. Obviously just a longer area here with the classic style tooling and the diamond box tool, or whatever you want to call it. So yeah, looks very nice. It's nice to have a lot of tooling on WWE belts because, I don't know, this belt especially being only a 3-plater, 5 if you want to count the bars, but I hope no one does because it is a 3-plater, and the fact that it's cut out and the leather really does make a difference to this belt, and the sun is actually shining in Scotland, and it's kind of getting in the way of the video, but actually I can just use this to show the shine on the stones, which, since they're big stones on the center plate, it kind of gives it a little bit more shine. On my own one that I do, on my own replica of this, I am going to replace the stones eventually, whenever I get around to that. I mean, I've done half the stones on my spinner belt, and I'll get back to that eventually. Obviously this belt does come as standard with a gold tip, like it does on the actual belt used on TV. I'll move it out the sun. Okay, no, I'll move it back. The sun has now ruined my video. That is a first for me, since it's never sunny in Scotland, but here we go. It's actually helping show off the details. You can see the kind of bubble look. It's a cool looking snap box, I think. I really do like the look of it. So you can see there. One thing I hate about this belt, like I said, the side plate discs have to be screwed in at the back, so bolts have to be left exposed in case the owner wants to change it to, I don't know, if they'll probably bring out the Rock side plates, Cena side plates. They'll probably have Sheamus, Orton, CM Punk ones eventually. Anyone like that, so obviously those will be removable. So you can see I just finished this yesterday, this belt, so it's not broken in, nor do I break in my belts unless the owner requests it. But you can just see there the flexibility of it. It's pretty good already. Okay, since I've not shown it how it fits around the waist on the shoulder, I'll do that now. Okay, so here we go. As you can see, that is the belt in hand. It is a large belt. It was a lot bigger, the center plate itself. When I first received the first one, I was surprised with how sizable a belt is. The side plates are massive, which is normally the case with 3-platers. I do prefer 3-plate belts. The Big Gold is my favourite belt, so I'm always partial to the 3-platers. I don't know how this sits best. I don't know if the logo, the point going outwards is best or inwards. I think this way would be better. Yeah, that feels right like that. But yeah, as you can see, it's obviously a rather large belt on the shoulder, as it should be, being the main title of the biggest wrestling company on the planet. And yeah, so as you can see with real leather, obviously the tip's hanging it down as well, but that's it. Lovely, lovely belt. I don't know, the sun's kind of lowered now. Don't know if that's actually what happened, but it seems like it's not shining over here. And before I actually started videoing while standing up, it was. So I don't know how the sun works. Scotland, it's like living amongst cavemen. Here's snapping together nicely. The belt, actually, I didn't think it would look that great round the waist. Even on TV, I didn't think it would look that great, but seeing John Cena wear it round the waist on TV actually kind of gives a cool look to it. So, pull my trousers up. So yeah, it's a nice belt. I wasn't so sure about the fact that it was a rather, compared, the ratio to height to width was a bit odd. It was, I think, yeah, it's not as wide as it is high, or is it? No, it's wider than it is high, so disregard that, but it kind of gives a weird look to it. But if anyone understood what I was just saying, comment, because I don't think I even understood that. So yeah, I'll just do one quick last run through of this belt, and that'll be this video done. So there we go. That was an attempt at a review of this belt and detailed look at the releather. As usual with my videos, I kind of went off track and forgot completely what I was talking about for a bit there, so please forgive that, and I hope you enjoyed this detailed look at my new releather of this belt. Of course, if you're interested in a releather, please contact me via email, Facebook, or I've started using Twitter, so you feel free to follow me on Twitter at Paul Martin Belts, Facebook Paul Martin Championship Belts, and email is ecwnumbawan@gmail.com. I hopefully will have a website of my own soon. Currently under construction, so obviously updates about that will be coming in the coming months or weeks or however long it takes, and that will probably come along with some more information regarding custom belts that I'll be offering. So yeah, I guess that's time to end this video. I hope you enjoyed this detailed look. Again, like Facebook, Twitter, whatever. Email, yes. Thank you very much. Goodbye.